Hi everyone. Today I'm going to show you why, when, and how to cut a release for your code in GitHub. Cutting a release makes your project stable, shareable, and easy to use for other people. So whether they are your teammates, your end users, or a future you that needs to know how to have a package of your project available for them to download and use, setting up a release is actually the way to go. Now, the question is, why should you even want to cut a release? So as you can see from my screen right here, you can see that there is no release set up on this project at all. So now I'm going to go ahead and set up one for our use case for my future self. And you should cut a release when your code has reached a stable point. Maybe you've reached a feature or you were able to fix a bug on an existing feature, or it is ready for other people to test and you're ready to push it out to production. A release creates a snapshot of your code that won't change even as you keep developing that project. Now, I'm going to walk you guys step by step and to see how we can go about cutting a release. So I'm going to switch over to where I have my project locally, and I've actually pushed this local repo into my remote repository that you saw on the slide. Now, the very first thing that we need to do is we're going to create a tag in Git. For example, I'm going to tag my release version as version 1. You can decide to go with 0.1.0 or 0.2.0, whatever. It's completely up to you. But to actually do that, you will run the git command git tag dash a. Now, the dash A simply means for you to annotate the tag. So when you run the git tag dash A and you put the version number, in our case, we're going version 1.0.0, and then we're going to push the dash M, which means a message, and we will say something like first stable release. Now, the tag name, in this case, the version 1.0.0 and the dash M, which means message, is just a way to describe that tag that you are going to be releasing. So you can also add a GPG key if you want to sign your tag. This makes it a first class, object in the Git history. Now, a little bit more about the importance of the dash A when running the git tag dash A. It stores the metadata as to the who, the when, and the why, and not just the commit hash tag that it will generate once we run the git tag command. Um, this is actually really perfect for releases because they act like a milestone. You can in the future, once you've run a git tag at a particular version using the annotation dash A, when you run the other git command called git show version v1, it actually you will see the commit plus the release message. It gives you a lightweight tag, would only show the commit hash. So best practice for versioning, GitHub and other tools expect annotated tags when you cut a release. That way, your release notes stay attached to a meaningful object and not just as a pointer. Now I'm going to press enter. This will tag my version 1 and make it official. And once that is done, if I run the command git, the git show against the tag version that we created. So as a git show and as a version 1.0.0, you can see here that it's going to tell us what happened. It gives us a little breakdown. It says, oh, this was created by this person from with this username at this date, and it says this is the first release. So that is how important it is to add the annotation when you are tagging your new release. The next thing we're going to do is that we're going to run the command git push, and you're going to see that it's going to push to my main branch. But first, let me show you where I am at the moment in terms of my branch. Git branch, and you can see I'm on main. So I'm going to get out of this. And if I run my git remote dash v, it shows that I'm actually on a remote repository called origin, and it is pointing to that remote repository that I have here. I am going to now run the command git push origin main. And it says everything is good. For best practice, it's actually really good that you run the git push origin main first before you actually push the tag that you just created. So now that I know that everything is up to date on my remote main branch, I'm going to go ahead and run the git push. And this time, I'm going to say it's for the origin, and it will be for the version 1.0.0. Now, the reason we do this is so that we'll be able to see the release tags in the remote repository. And you can even draft a proper GitHub release from it. So from now, I'm just going to run this command. And you can see it says to the GitHub repository, a new tag version 1.0.0 has been created. So from here, we are actually done with this. Now, if I go over to my account, and I just want you to take note of this part right here on the release part. I'm going to refresh my page, and you can see now the tag is now showing. Now, the reason this tag is showing is because we actually ran the git push origin version 1.0.0. So now this tells us that we do have our version ready to cut, and this is already showing us that we have a code zip, a source code zip. But I'm going to show you how important, or the reason why this needs to actually be available for everyone else to be able to download as well. Now, back on my home page of my repo, I am going to click the create a new release button right here. And once I click that, you can see when I click the selected tag, it's going to give me the version that I have. So in this case, version 1.0.0 is what we have. And I'm just going to click that, and I'm going to give it a title. Now, what kind of title do you want to put here? That's completely up to you. In my case, this is since it's just a first time and a demo case, I'm just going to write a simple title that says initial release. That's all. Nothing too fancy. In the part of the description, uh, you can click this one to generate a release note, which will automatically add the markdown for all the merge pull requests from this diff from the diff and contributors of this release. So if you click that, it's going to show you that it is a full change catalog pointing to this. So you can either do this, and to see how it would look like once the release is being created, you can click this preview button, and you can see all it's doing is giving us a link to the commits of the version 1.0.0. Now, this is one way to go about it. The other way is actually, instead of setting the automatic AI generation, you can actually come in here and write your own release note that you want people to know about the project you're working on or the project that you've just completed. Now, when you scroll down a little bit, you're going to see it gives you that option to paste, drop, or click to add files. Let's say you forgot to add a file while you're cutting this release. This is where it gives you that option to actually add, those extra files and folders that will be attached and that you want future self or other end users to be able to download alongside this release. Now, it is at this point we've practically done almost everything. It's You can click the set as a pre-release. This release will be labeled as non-production ready, which in my case it is. But if yours is a release that is ready for production, don't click this button. But in my case, it's there's still a work in progress, but I've actually completed what I'm doing with this particular project. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to select this box. Now, once this is done, you can save as a draft to come back and continue working on it, or you can just click the publish button. Now, the anyone can, once you click this publish release, anyone can download or reference this version of your project. So I'm going to click publish release, give it a few more seconds. And as you can see, we have just created a new release called version 1.0.0, and it's a pre-release because it's not ready to be pushed to production. And it has my description right here and the assets showing the source code that anyone can actually download, and unzip it and use it for themselves. So guys, basically, and that's it. Cutting a release is actually a best practice for keeping your code organized and shareable. It gives your project history and makes collaboration smoother. So guys, that's it. That's everything you need to know about how to cut a release on a finished project. If someone comes over to your account and they see that you have a release right here, all they need to do is click the tag button, and they can click the release button and click the asset, and they can download your code, the complete code you have in here. Another way that they can go about this is they can click the tag. Now this is actually useful if, for instance, you have version 1, version 2, version 3, and so on and so forth. They can decide whatever version they want to click, they want to collect the code from. In our case, we only have version 1. Just click that and you can see the codes are available to be downloaded right here. And with that, I'm going to wrap this up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Unlock the power of cloud technology with us at DevOps Easy Training Institute. We will equip you with the top industry tools like Terraform, Ansible, Git, and GitHub, and we will teach you to master the AWS and Azure cloud platform. We will teach you how to write your own automation script in our own very comprehensive training, all from the comfort of your home. With no extra equipment, we will provide you with the virtual servers as well as the platforms and software programs that you would need to run your program. Start your journey to becoming a cloud DevOps engineer with us. You can visit us at www.devopseasylearning.com, or you can visit us at our Facebook or WhatsApp, or you can even go on our YouTube channel, follow us for updated videos and scripts that we share with our students as well as you. See you there and have a nice day.